Ding dong YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I'm the Jobless Coder, and this is the 38th and 39th day update of the events following the fire in Lake Louise that destroyed the Charleston residence. And so I'm doing these two updates together because there really wasn't much to report on yesterday, and it will be that way going forward in the following weeks and months following the fire as things slowly get back to normal, or as normal as they can be, or at least stable in a way that, each day is not some epic adventure anymore with things to be reporting on. Before I get into the video, though, I did want to mention a few things that happened today, not with regards to us or our situation, but there is often this thing that takes place in a tragedy or a horrible event where people are, very sympathetic, and a lot of the time they'll say, it's so sad, I know how you feel. They almost never do know exactly how you feel or what it is that you're going through. I woke up today and saw on Twitter my entire news feed filled with a story about this town in Maui on Hawaii Island that is basically now gone. About 270 buildings burned as of this morning, 36 people dead. It's probably significantly more by now because the fire was still going. I'm not sure if this fire is the result of an arson attack or not, but, it is definitely retraumatizing in a way to watch other people's houses burn to the ground in the videos that I'm seeing. Um, you know, because that was me, and I went through that. I never stood there and watched the house burn, but I've seen the video of it burning and on flames. And so I do know how that feels to have your entire life destroyed and consumed by fire. I can only hope that for the people that made it out alive, there's going to be as much support for them from, nearby communities and even the President of the United States as there has been support for us here in Banff and Canmore and even Calgary, support we've gotten from Calgary since we lost our house and displaced 165 people. Sorry if I'm a bit shaky, it's really freaking cold out. We're only a few weeks out before it starts snowing here, and so it's starting to get really chilly. Yeah, it's tragic, really. And, to see the significance of historic buildings lost that were over 100 years old on this island of Hawaii, it could have been a lot worse for us in Lake Louise, especially with the Banff National Park and the forest being so close with proximity to the I'm trying to stabilize this camera to the fire. We could have lost buildings that had historic value. Chucktown was historic in the sense that it was built in 1985 and almost 40 years old, but to see buildings that are over 100 years old and historic cultural sites in this town of Hawaii gone is just devastating. And to see the videos, it looks like the entire town has been completely flattened. It looks like someone dropped a nuclear bomb on it from the sky, and that's kind of the way that it looked, seeing the news reporters say it looked like a war zone. That's a lot of what Chucktown looked like after the fire, is that a war zone. Looked like someone dropped a bomb from an airplane on the central part of the building, of the structure. So I feel horrible and very sympathetic to anyone in Hawaii that is dealing with that situation right now. The situation as it pertains here in Sunshine Village is that all of my colleagues will be moving out on Saturday. It is now Thursday night going into Friday morning at the time of filming this video. And so Friday will be the last day to catch a staff shuttle back to Sunshine Village, because after Saturday everyone will now be moved into the new trailer units in Lake Louise. So my plan for tomorrow is to go, today actually, is to go and pick up some mail from Lake Louise. I got an email today telling me they had some packages to pick up, and I do believe this is the final round of mail, as I am not anticipating anything else. It must be this. So I will go and get this and then do a video on it tomorrow. And I will then catch the staff shuttle back here. And then we're going to be doing a big party at Trappers tomorrow night to say goodbye to my friends, as they will be leaving Saturday morning and they will not be returning here. And then I will have no one to eat dinner with anymore. And that just will be the way that it is. So, I hope to see a lot of them sometime in the future. Some of them, if they get their passports back, are going to be flying home, and then I may never see them again. So that is my plan for tomorrow, is to head up to Lake Louise, and then on Saturday I have to go into Banff to get some snow pants that I'm purchasing from someone on the buy and sell page for Facebook, because, as I mentioned, it's really freaking cold out right now, which is why I'm shaking so much. And in literally 3 weeks, the snow's gonna start falling here, and my contract ends on the 15th of September. That's like a month away. And then we start the winter season here at Sunshine Village, where we do all the snowmaking and preparing the ski hill for everyone so that they can come in the wintertime in November. I'm not sure when Lake Louise does their preparations for the ski season, or whether or not certain parts of the facility remain open or the entire thing is closed. Up here on Sunshine Village, it will be closed to the public, hotel and all. No one will be up here that is not staff. So it's going to get very quiet here in about a month's time from now. And yeah, I'm going to be switching to a different format, and not a daily update, but whenever there's information to be shared. The information is kind of slowed down as it is now, and there isn't really much else going on. As I mentioned, things are getting back to normal, and when everyone gets moved into these trailer units, it will be, what it is. There won't be any, issues with transportation. There won't be any issues with people moving about, going from place to place, once they get everyone situated where they need to go. And I will just remain here, as I am now employed for Sunshine Village. Sodaxo Live, really, actually, the company that runs Trappers. I met the vice president the other day. He came up here for a meeting, and he's very approachable. He even sat down and played the trivia night with us the other day at Trappers, so that was enjoyable. I've gotten my first paycheck now from Trappers, and it lined up perfectly with my pay cycle from Lake Louise, in that I got paid on Monday, my final paycheck for Lake Louise. I know payday's Tuesday for everyone, but because I have the Wealth Simple app, the money gets deposited into the account the day before. I'm not entirely sure how that works. So I got the money on Monday. Tuesday was tips, but I wasn't here Tuesday because I went into Lake Louise to get a different parcel from previously. And then yesterday I got my tip money, and then I also got my payday yesterday. And so going forward now, in 2 weeks, I'll be getting another payday on Wednesday, and every single Tuesday, so I've been told and understand, that will be my tip money paid out. So that will be my life going forward, as all of my colleagues return to live in Lake Louise in the parking lot of the ski resort for the foreseeable future. At least the wintertime. Who frankly knows how long they'll have to be there. I had heard initially rumors that they wanted to have a new building constructed by next summer. I don't think that's possible, given that they haven't even started clearing out the remains of the old building. I hear they're waiting on permits for that. And the way that the Banff and Parks Canada work with the permits and the time it takes to get them, very likely by the time they actually get the permits, all of our stuff will be under 1.5 feet of snow. So they may have to wait until the spring to actually start clearing that site out, and then the summer to even start constructing a new building, and it could be several years into the future before a new building is even built. So we will just play that by ear and see how things transpire over the next little bit here. But I want to thank everyone who tunes into these daily, or now semi-daily, updates on the channel, and make sure to like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in tomorrow's video. Goodbye.